be held accountable for thousands of deaths and addiction caused by their activities. There's no question in my mind that these companies knew what was going on at the highest level. They just couldn't quit making money from it, and that's why they're responsible.
The companies say that they will appeal. But what's happened in Oklahoma is being closely watched by other states and drug companies. The battle for who's to blame for this drug crisis is on. New video has emerged about another drug company, Purdue Pharma, in another state, Kentucky. They're owned by some members of the billionaire Sackler family, best known as the developer of OxyContin.
Do you know how much the Sackler family has made off the sale of OxyContin?
I don't know.
This clip from a video deposition in 2015 from ABC and ProPublica is the first time a member of the Sackler family has been questioned under oath about their role in the opioid crisis. Purdue Pharma maintain they are not responsible for fueling the opioid crisis. The suit was eventually settled for more than $20 million, and they say that's not an admission of liability. Nearly every US state is suing drug companies for their role in the opioid crisis. The drugs have been involved in almost 400,000 overdose deaths in America from 1999 to 2017. 130 Americans die every day from an opioid overdose. But the opioid crisis isn't just an issue in the US, it's a global one too. A recent report which looked into wealthy nations found that here in England and Wales, there may be a problem. The number of people dying from opioid overdoses has gone up since 2011. Not to the same scale as America and Canada, but rising. And looking at other countries like Australia and Ireland, there's hardly been any increase over 5 years. But the number of deaths per million from using opioids in England and Wales has gone up way more than the average. Could the epidemic we've seen in the States happen here?
Environment in the United States is very different from the United Kingdom. Drug companies often will advertise their drugs more aggressively to patients directly and to doctors as well. The environment is often encourages US doctors to prescribe more than in the UK.
Despite that, there's concerns that a higher number of people in the UK are on the drugs.
It does appear that the prescription rate is going up, and I'm not discounting that at all. It's a serious issue that we need to take and we need to act upon.
Oklahoma's decision to make one of the biggest drug makers in the world accountable will likely see even more trials and could shape 1,500 similar lawsuits, with states across America looking to make someone pay for an opioid crisis that's ripped apart lives and communities.
I should tell there. Now, police in Northern Ireland say they've identified 1,500 incidents of abuse on a single ward of a mental health hospital in County Antrim.